Oh, nice fetch there. That'll be a good test of the camera. I'm one notch over at the moment, and well, it looks pretty good in the camera. I was just looking at that. What the heck is that down there? With I don't know, can we? I've got to do it the other way. Which way is it? There, that way, the opposite way to my whole camera. Yeah, and that thing there. We got the sound of running water. Okay, bit of guitar in the background there for Donald Snell. Yeah, still misty, but I'll walk back up here again. But as I said, just trying to walk up through the forest towards David's place sort of thing. Used to do that, you know, because his son and my son used to be pretty good mates, and I've even got footage of them sort of almost hugging each other sort of thing, and when there was a bit of a forest incident out of them, and they were chopping down trees, and they were getting great excitement about, you know, hearing these massive loggy limbs falling down from the up above, and when they hit the floor, it's like a bit like a mini earthquake. I suppose to kids it was like a mini earthquake sort of thing. Here's a test on the. Well, I can't fault that really in the screen. So as I said, I think it's when there's no sunlight. How many notches am I down? I'm 2 notches down. I think that's basically what it's going to be. Early morning, 1 notch right, 2 notches down in intensity, and yeah, it's perfect in the monitor. I don't know if it's going to be perfect in the screen, but oh geez, it's picking up. Oh, it's picking up the mist. Oh, geez, I just wish we had one of these 3 months ago. Anyway, as I was saying before, I get into the stage where, you know, I think I've bitten off more than I can chew. This is tougher than I think it was going to be, and I'm probably going to end up having to apologise to Mobile. But lo and behold, I said I got to this stage. I think, well, hang on, if you know, this thing is fixing nitrogen in the atmosphere, and you know, I can see things like that. So what's going on here? And I came to this presumption that maybe Kevin Handred had made this sort of mistake sort of thing, and so it was only a presumption, of course. I thought, well, I better put it to the test sort of thing. So I sort of, you know, half-heartedly put these things in, and they sort of almost like collapsed immediately sort of thing. It was almost like the puncturing a balloon, you know. The leaves, well, they were still green, but they looked like pieces of rubber you get from a burst balloon sort of thing, flat on the surface of the soil. Almost looked like they were, you know, they'd wilted and dehydrated, you know, gone to almost like the beyond the permanent wilting point sort of thing. And you think, well, that's it. Oh, I'm going to throw that theory out of the thing. That's not right. And lo and behold, within 24 hours, they were a bit worse for wear and a bit knocked about, because, you know, you never get it right first time, do you? Murk's law says, you're never going to hit the ballpark accurately first time. You know, it's always what happened there, and then it takes you ages to go back and find out, you know, precisely what's happened sort of thing. Anyway, they perked back up, and now they're standing erect from the soil, you know, higher up than they even grew in normal life. And when you felt the leaves, they were stiffer and harder than they had been before, which was amazing. And they had all this like tiger snake stripes all up, you know, where all the veining is. So, you know, obviously went over the top in certain areas, but, you know, the fact that they didn't actually die and came back and had all these differences. Oh, I've got someone else too coming along in the mist. Wow, this is going to be good for Ev. Oh, that's a shot. It's surely Ev. That's got to be a screenshot. Okay. Anyway, it looks great in the monitor in here. Maybe I'll take this separate trail. Oh, here's all this sort of lichen stuff on this tree, but oh god, look at the colour now. Oh, it's amazing. Even back there, see those old VHS video from about 15 years ago when I did some sort of spiel on there, sort of thing. Oh, oh yes. I mean, I'm glad to do all this work. You know, this sort of colour checking stuff. So I better walk here, so let them go there, and you know. people can be so picky these days. And we'll go up here. I think I've actually have filmed walking through here many years ago on VHS, so you know, we'll just go up here. Now we can get back to the path. And my legs are getting absolutely soaked with all this moisture in the sourshops, but the things you do, because you're not going to be here forever. And yeah, well, Phil Mann's not here, Leo Song's not here, Joe Masrimas is walking with a cane. Donald Snow apparently didn't turn up to something at California Carnivals. I don't know if there's a backstory to that. Or he's not well either. Because I saw this thing on TV the other 11 seconds that said 50% of doctors and surgeons or something after the Second World War were smokers. So that implies that, you know, he's got a toying